What a wonderful day to be in the house of the Lord. If you're here with us for the first time, please stand. What a beautiful family. Glad you're here.
How's your daddy like that new farm? He growing things good, doing things right?
Yes.
I thought this story was so interesting. And Isaac, I know that it's very personal to you. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of set out to make a film that I would that I would feel regret if I didn't make. So that was kind of what was driving me as I was working on this. I wasn't sure how many more chances I'd have to make a movie because I was transitioning into teaching and things weren't working out with the film stuff. So I put it all out there, and part of that meant digging into what it was like to be a kid and also the things that I was hoping to say to my daughter, who was around the same age of Alan here, who acted in the film, and also things that I want to say to my wife and my family. This is as personal as it could get, to be honest.
I love the movie. I thought it was interesting. It talked a lot about faith and especially Christianity. Did any of you, Stephen or Isaac or Alan, did it make you think about Christianity or faith just in general?
Yeah, I grew up in the church. Korean church, especially in America, is such a safe haven, and it serves a lot of purposes, I think. But, faith to me has kind of been reconstituted for me in my older age. I think, having faith at that age that I was as a child was in some ways its purest. And then you grow up and you come to see the world. And coming back around to that, I think, is a very interesting lesson of just understanding and reconstituting what that means for you. And I think Jacob comes to a lot of understandings about what faithfulness is in his journey in the movie. So I feel like it's a pretty profound thing in the film.
Yeah, the story, it all takes place in a garden. Growing up in the church and also living on a garden in a farm, I kind of grew up seeing how a farm and living off the land, how that can really hold your entire existence and all of humanity, our whole story somehow. So that's something that I thought a lot about as I was writing this, and as we worked on a farm while making this film. It was a process of faith in many ways.
I like that. I like how you put that. And what do you feel, Stephen's character, what do you really feel like his greatest desire is? Is it the success of it all, or what do you feel like the greatest desire is in terms of his character?
I don't know. I don't even know if Jacob really knows that. I think he's trying to find footing and understanding in a lot of things. I think in the beginning of the film, he's trying to find it in his material roles and his desires of what he thinks he's supposed to do and his function. But then maybe, throughout the course of his journey, he comes to understand really it's maybe about connection. It's really about being able to understand the shared experience he's having with his family.
I want to know kind of your thoughts reading the script and going into it, kind of what your thoughts were.
처음에 대본을 이제 한국어로 번역된 첫 대본을 받았을 때는
So when I first wrote the script, it was a translated version, one in Korean. I wondered if this was a real story, and I wasn't sure if I would be able to pull off playing Monica. So I shared a lot of conversations with Isaac.
감독님의 많은 얘기들을 듣고 감독님의 어린 시절을 듣고 나서
And through these conversations, I realized that we had pretty similar childhoods, and that gave me the courage to play Monica, and I thought I could make her into a rich character.
라는 생각이 들었어요. 그래서 좀 더 용기를 낼 수 있었던 것 같고요. 그리고 뭔가 감독님께 이게 본인의 이야기라는
And when I first heard that, this really all happened to Isaac, I was so surprised to find that he went through so many things at such a young age. It struck me how difficult life must have been for his family.
결혼하면서 했던 말 기억나? 미국에 가서 서로를 구해주자고 했던 거.
기억해.
Pretty boy, pretty boy.